All right, gentlemen, I appreciate you coming into voice chat. Coos, we got to do something.
Oh God, what is it, Obegus?
Remember that rock band tier list we did a year ago? I thought maybe we could do it again because I think we're a little too harsh on a few games.
No, the hell we weren't. That list is very accurate and should stay the same.
Shut up, Fat Orange. Besides, we didn't even play all the rock band games back then.
Does it look like I care? I don't.
Well, either way, we're doing it again because a lot of people in the comment section disagree with our opinions. And with a couple of new rhythm games, I thought this might be perfect for our 1-year anniversary.
Wait, we made that tier list a year ago? Holy shit, time does fly so fast.
Yeah, and that's probably the depressing part of growing up.
You know, for once, Donald, I actually agree with you.
Yeah, and when am I ever wrong?
Okay, both of you chill, let's get into it. Let's start off with the first Rock Band game in the series. Rock Band 1. It's very iconic and nostalgic. But just like last time we've talked about this, there's a lot of problems.
Sometimes if you have too much DLC, then the game will be very, very slow, just like Sleepy Joe's brain.
Oh, piss off, Donald.
Even the instruments aren't that great either. The drums are very loud and the guitar strum bar is very silent.
Yeah, but aside from that, the game is pretty decent. I'd say we put this game in the good tier.
Well, Joe, that actually sounds pretty reasonable. I guess we'll put this in the good tier. Next up, Rock Band 2, and I think I know what you guys are going to say.
It's an instant God tier. There's a lot of improvements to the new game compared to what the first game has.
Yeah, I agree with Donnie. It has a better set list, better instruments, and better character customization.
I mean, to be fair, I actually like the RB1 graphics than RB2 graphics, but I still think this is a God tier.
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't care what problems it has. It's just a perfect rhythm game.
Also kind of off topic, but I actually love the Rock Band merchandise.
Well, Donald, now that you mentioned it, I actually love it too. There's drumsticks, guitar straps, drum silencer pads, the cymbals, and even a fucking stage kit.
Oh my God, the stage kit is one of the best inventions Harmonix has ever made.
I'll be honest here, I actually had the Ion drum set, the Fender Telecaster, and even the Fender Stratocaster wooden replica. But I had to sell all three of them to get more chocolate chip ice cream and pay off Obama's weed bags. 50 ounces is expensive.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me, Joey. Those are the rarest instruments in the whole Rock Band franchise. We could have made thousands from it. You fucking worthless pig. And what the fuck, Barry? Making Joe pay for your fucking booze and bees and booties, whatever the fuck they are. Godfing damn it, the bucking damn it. My am I.
Looks like Donald somehow got a hold of Joe's dementia pills.
It's because he's trying to get a hold of my son's dark web files error. I mean, my something from the sex store error, oh no, I'm on my ass.
You know what, Joe? I don't want to hear it.
Goddamn, you both need to start smoking weed. Your brains are deteriorating by the minute. But anyways, yeah, this game is an instant God tier. Now, how do we feel about the Rock Band trackbacks?
There's a couple of good ones and there's a couple of awful ones. I mean, Trackback 1 has a decent amount of songs in the set list, but I don't know about Trackback 2.
Kind of agree with Donald Duck. I'd say we put these games in the good tier.
Me?
Yeah, I do the same thing because these games were unnecessary. Now, what about AC/DC Live Trackback?
I'd say we put this in the good tier too. Nothing too crazy about this game except for the big rock ending in almost every single song.
I always wonder why they did Live Trackback and not the regular versions.
Not sure either, but yeah, good tier is a perfect spot for this game. Up next we have is Lego Rock Band. I actually played this game a while ago, and honestly, it's pretty good.
No, the hell it isn't. It's awful.
Bullshit, lard ass. I love this game. It deserves a God tier.
Joe, that's pushing it. First off, the graphics are kiddie-like and...
Well, no shit, Sherlock. The one thing I really like about this game is the set list. They have Blink-182, Sum 41, All-American Rejects, Boys Like Girls, and Korn.
Okay, maybe the set list is good, but for me, I still think it's mid.
It is kind of an underrated game, so Emma put this game in the goated tier.
I would have put the game in the good tier, but I guess you could do that.
Yes. The Beatles Rock Band is next. And it's the best God fucking tier.
Whoa, hold up, Joe. I think that's a little too much.
No, the fuck it isn't. It's easily the best game in the history of rhythm games.
Shut up, Joe, and go take your meds.
Don't get me wrong, the Beatles Rock Band is very good, but it's not that crazy fun.
The only thing good about it is the instruments, but overall I think the game is mid.
I don't know about mid. It is pretty decent. I think we should put this in the goated tier. Up next is Green Day Rock Band.
Even though I love listening to Green Day, I'd say put this one in the goated tier alongside with the Beatles Rock Band, since it's the exact same game but with different artists.
Yeah, definitely goated tier. I think maybe if they make some instruments like they did with Beatles RB, it would probably be in the God tier.
I don't know about that, to be honest. I think goated tier is a fine spot for it.
Okay, goated tier it is then. Now, what do you guys think of Metal and Classic Track Pack?
Metal Track Pack goes in the awful tier. Classic Track Pack, on the other hand, goes into God tier.
Are you kidding me, Joey?
No, I'm not. I am very serious.
Joey, you have the worst opinions ever. Probably worse than Donnie's.
To be fair, I like both of these track packs. My only problem is that half of the songs in Metal Track Pack are not that good. The only songs I love on that set list is Waking the Demon, Shockwave, Thrasher, and Bulls on Parade.
Kind of agree with you, Dottie, but some songs on there is pretty good. So I'm going to put both of these games in the go-to tier.
Both country track packs deserve to go into the awful tier.
Finally, something I can agree with Donnie.
Yes, 100% into the awful tier. Country songs are not my thing and probably never will be.
You know, if George was in here, he would probably kick our asses.
If that's the case, then I'm finna grab the new shotgun Michelle got me a couple of weeks ago and pull up to his crib.
Damn, did Obama started talking like a gangsta?
That's something you don't see every day.
But anyways, we'll put both games in the awful tier, and then we have Rock Band Unplugged only for the PlayStation Portable.
Holy shit. It's been forever since I've heard someone talk about the PSP.
For a real dog, it definitely gives me the nostalgic vibes of Frutiger Arrow and Y2K.
I used to play it a lot back in 2004. It was fantastic.
I know. But anyways, back to this tier list. I think the game is all right, but it is kind of difficult when you play it at first, but with enough practice, you might actually get really good.
My only problem is the set list. It's a mixture of the regular RB2 set list and DLC.
And the graphics are like the PS2 graphics.
I mean, aside from those problems, I think it's a good game and should stay in the good tier. Now, what do you guys think of Rock Band 3?
I'll be honest, I think the game is very, very good. I love the idea of pro instruments being in the game. And if you still have the RB2 cymbals, they can be very useful without spending another $100 on some new cymbals.
And the DLC songs is pretty good, from old classic songs to new songs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And if you have the MIDI Pro adapter, you can play with real instruments from the drums, keyboard, and maybe an actual guitar. I think God tier is a perfect place for this game. Up next is Rock Band Blitz.
For any of you broke-ass people that can't play regular games with the actual instruments like us cool kids, then this game is your only option.
Blitz is like Unplugged, however you can actually play not only all of the DLCs, but also the Rock Band export songs.
And this game is on console, and because of that, I'm going to respectfully put this game in the go-to tier.
Rock Band 4 is next, and this game is fucking dog shit.
Nah, for real. They remove almost everything that Rock Band 3 had, which is awful.
And even the DLC songs aren't that great either.
And not to mention the main set list of the game is downright bad.
Just by hearing both of your opinions, I think it's obvious. Awful tier.
Up next is a very interesting Rock Band game. It's called Rock Band VR.
You know, I actually love the idea of a VR game being fully around Rock Band. It's very interesting, but there is a lot of downsides to the game.
One of which is that you can only play guitar, and that you have to use a Rock Band 4 guitar, which is very difficult to get nowadays.
Not to mention that the set list is literally from other Rock Band games, and there's only 19 songs in total.
If they added other instruments, like drums and Vox, and possibly more songs, then maybe it would be in the good tier, but for now I'm only putting it in the okay tier.
Now we'll get into the newer rhythm games. Up first is Yarg, aka yet another rhythm game.
I've played this game a while ago, and honestly, it's amazing.
It's literally Rock Band 5, but better.
There's a lot more stuff that Yard has that we can't even talk about in this video, but it's definitely going into the God tier. And finally, we have Fortnite Festival.
I'm actually impressed with this game mode in Fortnite. The songs in the game is decent, and the DLC songs are also alright, from pop songs to rock songs.
I also love that we got a new guitar for RB4 and Festival, but it's also extremely difficult to get.
The only problem is that the songs are kind of overpriced.
Just like the gas prices.
Since this game mode isn't going away anytime soon, I think it's worth checking out. We're going to put this in the go-to tier, and that's it for this video and tier list.
Make sure you guys subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for our new video. We're sorry if it's taking so long, but you know what they say, the longer, the better. Anyways, thanks for watching and goodbye.